facing off against UpTilt, a player who we've been seeing here more and more, has some really nice showings even on stream. We're going to be getting into this matchup. Maybe you can give us some insight considering that you actually play both of these characters.
Okay,
Devin.
so this matchup is pretty slow. Like, it's not the worst for Kirby until you're off stage because, like, Rosa just won't let you back on. But until that happens, Kirby has a lot of harassment that he can do to Luma. He just has to go slow because Rosa has, like, a semi-blind spot, like, direct, like, below because Luma hits high. So she would have to set him up to, like, do down tilt to keep him low and then do jabs because Kirby will be able to trade with like slow approaching down tilts, and that it will just lock Luma. So Rosa has to like break it up or else Luma will just eventually die. And like Kirby's CQC is going to be better than Rosa when she's by herself because she's now a bad character. But the anti-play against Kirby for this character is like you're going to have a lot of lunar landings. The forward air lunar landing is really good because it does like the scoop inside the ground. And, oh, that's some more Rosa privilege right there because hitting Luma there just extended the hitbox, taking longer, giving her more time to get out of there.
Dang. Yeah, and you say like patience is important, but when I think patience, I actually think Ken109. His ability to just like hang back, not approach when he doesn't need to, and just find his openings is really paramount to his game plan. And all right.
Something I want to see is that like at these higher percents, if you're able to get a grab, while you won't be able to get a kill, you can at least do like back throw hammer, and you'll just immediately just get rid of Luma because the hammer will send Luma incredibly far. So it's well worth it to do that. I really like the edge guarding attempts by UpTilt there.
Oh, I love the nair, but that wonderful tech from UpTilt is keeping him alive right now. These guys are neck and neck. And in terms of kill power, there you see Rosa has just a little bit more consistent on the whole. A down smash, that move is fast, but hey, a quick response. How easy is it for Kirby to combo Rosa? I guess we'll get a chance to see that
I mean, she's pretty floaty. You're not going to get too many combos, especially the fact that like Luma's going to do a lot of combo breaking. Honestly, like the combos that you'll go for are things to throw Luma out of the way and get Luma himself. So like, for example, if you do like forward throw nair, right, it's fast enough that Luma won't be able to punish you, and you won't trade, you'll clink. So you can safely do it. And once her percent goes higher, where then Luma can't attack as quickly, you'll begin to actually just hit Luma. And because she's knocked away, you'll be able to put a lot of pressure on Luma. And because of like the low knockback that like Kirby has from like down tilt again, you know, it'll just like lock him in place and you just rack up damage, and she just has to get in there to damage control and get save her baby. It's like both characters have to be very reserved and take their time.
I'm actually surprised by how high octane these matches have been. I mean, look at that. It's over right then and there. Only like a little over 3 minutes gone on the clock.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if we see Ken, if he gets like a bigger lead the next game. It seems like UpTilt is approaching like all the time, but if UpTilt decides to slow it down, that timer just slips away.
So something to like keep out for is just like both of these characters like can hit hard, right? But just for the nature of how Kirby is going to approach and like the range where Rosa hits, right? It's going to be like slower in that initial neutral, but you can make things go by pretty quickly just because of how hard they hit. Yeah. So yeah. So I like. Okay, so I understand the pick of going to FD as a counter pick because Rosa does have some difficulty landing, and so then you're able to just like apply more pressure, and you just, as you can see, we already have Luma out of the picture. So you're able to get a lot of damage here. Great read on the jump from the ledge. Wasn't able to follow up as much, but good damage, good lead. You don't want to push too hard because it's Rosa, you know. Nice. Really good luck with the down tilt trips. So that move will hit 30% on the bulk of it and 35% on the tip of it. So, you know, I like to just say 33%. Like a third of the time it'll trip.
Well, right there, UpTilt. Okay, UpTilt doing doing a really good job of avoiding the down B. It feels like he's starting to remember and recognize like maybe the gimmickier aspects of Kirby's gameplay, and Ken will maybe stop going for that.
Good.
Instead, just going for bread and butter. Look at the pressure.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really what defines why this game 2 is working out so well for him. He is not giving up tilt room to breathe. Even when Luma's in his face, he's locking down Luma and still finding ways to take care of her while, you know, making Rosa push to the corner, unable to get out of this little pink puffball's death grip.
Yeah, see, that's some good play right there. Using the end part of up tilt to just the end part of up air to land into up tilt, just combo Luma. That's a lot of damage there. So this is a really good position because like Rosa's approach game is never like the best, you know, like you kind of have to give it to her.
Rosa's approach game is good though.
It's still not the best, you know, so you're gonna have to like, yeah. But up tilt able to pressure him off the stage, and that's where it's just like the most effective.
We have an evening up the stocks here, but Ken once again in a good position. He's pushing Rosa to the corner, and that's like, it seems like instead of people getting more optimal and killing Rosa, like Luma straight up, great up smash, it feels like a lot of what they're doing now is they put Rosa in the corner continuously, so that even once Luma respawns, you can take care of her quickly again.
Because like you definitely want to just keep Rosa in like purgatory endlessly off stage, because Luma becomes less of a factor. When she comes back, you know, she's just gonna possibly die.
We're gonna have game 3 on Thailand City. One thing that whenever I see Ken109 on this stage, I always think up throw.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is like this stage is really polarizing and is really scary to pick. But honestly, I'm perfectly fine with it. You want to get that up throw because Rosalina is lighter than Kirby. She's actually
also
Kirby's
floatier.
old weight. Yeah, and so. Oh my God! That I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Oh no no no!
Nah, he's never mind. The game's like, that's unfortunate.
Like this, if you cry every time. I feel like he could have gone to the other side of him.
Yeah.
And then like jumped
but,
off and
I mean,
done
just
it.
like there were so many things happening. It's just like you can't blame him for like not properly adapting to that, because I was just like, oh my God, he first failed to land the jump to like get on the platform itself, and it's just like, okay, let me get here softly, and then it's like it's now moving. Oh my God, what do I do?
Yeah, and I mean, he did release it at the perfect time. He almost died from his own shield break.
I like that
lag on hammer.
I like that up smash, just intercepting Luma while she was high. This is good patience there. That's how you want to recover versus Rosa, because like Kirby's up B is just makes him a sitting duck. Careful.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Question: what % will like up throw underneath a platform kill?
Underneath the platform? You mean just on the stage?
Or like no, like lands on the platform with up throw.
I mean, at this much rage, like she should be dead.
Okay.
Like if it's at the peak right there, like she should die.
Well, we'll see right now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and that died pretty quickly too. So I would say like even if he had like 60 rage, would have been enough.
Yeah. Whenever you're fighting against characters with an up throw like that, that's like dependent on platform, you have to remember it. You have to remember that like based on your position, it's something that they're going to be looking for. And if you can set up your wall like not underneath those platforms, then at the very least, if you get grabbed, you wouldn't have been getting them.
Oh my God. Okay, Ken is just being Ken, because it's just like he had the lock on Luma, but he opted to go for the hammer thing. That's definitely like part of Ken's style. He just wants to like get as much tries to be as efficient but not optimal, and it's just like you know, it's just like let me just like try and bash his head down with like my gun. I'm like right next to him.
Oh, and he had this huge lead before, but I don't know whether this up tilt got some
could,
momentum or maybe figured something out about this matchup, because right now he's actually managed to take the lead finally. Gets rid of Luma though, good job, and now we might see even more damage be put on. Ken's hammers, I forgot.
Yeah.
Ken's hammers are just, this guy loves them so much.
Oh boy. All right, this is a really good situation. Okay, grabbing the ledge really held him there, so now we're back on stage, and this is really scary. What was the last transformation? Are we going to get the side or the triple?
I think we're going to get triple now.
If we get triple, nope, it's over. Yeah. Profound sadness. I was definitely rooting for him.
Triple came in just like a little bit too